Hey, just like nothing happened. Want to welcome everybody to the Yamaha Bassmaster RedFish Cup Championship presented by Skeeter Boats. This is day number 1. Those of you that were lucky enough to tune in today on Bassmaster.com, you got to see the action live. Well, you're going to get to see it tomorrow on FS1. That's right, FS1 starting at 8 a.m. 8 a.m. till noon, I believe, tomorrow on FS1, or 8 a.m. till 11. And then hours outside of that, you can watch it on Bassmaster.com. 10 anglers or 10 teams in this tournament. You might see us normally in the Bassmaster Elite Series, the Bassmaster Opens, Bass Nation. Well, this time we're doing a redfish tournament just like we used 2 years ago, but so many incredible redfish anglers here. I want to thank everybody for supporting this event because my whole life, watching redfish events, I've waited for bass to get back into the redfish game, and it's awesome to see them right here in this great part of the world here in Texas. I want to thank everybody and all of our hosts. You see their names as you make your way around the venue. You see Yamaha, Skeeter, Power Pole, Humminbird, Minn Kota. These fine companies made this event possible. And do you know what companies love to hear? This guy knows. He knew right at you were on cue. They love to hear a round of applause. Let's hear it for the fine companies. Thank you guys very, very much for everything you do, and we're excited to get this going. But before we go any further, we need to start this event as we start all Bassmaster events. I'd like to ask you to please stand and remove your hat for the national anthem. Thank you very much. We are just about ready to get going, ladies and gentlemen. As I said, we're excited to be back here, back in the redfish game, and I know a lot of the redfish anglers are really excited to have this event together. And you're going to see some different teams here this week. We've got 4 qualifying teams that qualified through different redfish tours to be here. And then we've got 6 anglers from the Elite Series that have been paired with redfish anglers. So we're going to have to find out if it's all those years of chemistry is going to beat the Elite Series guys trying to figure out how to catch a saltwater fish. And the first 2 guys are not Elite Series guys, so I'm totally going to say that I'm not cheering for the Elite Series guys, and I'm cheering for these guys because they're the first 2. But they'll be gone by the time the Elite Series guys get up, and they'll never realize that I'm really cheering for the Elite Series guys. Okay, so keep the secret between us. But before we bring them up, I need to bring up our tournament director. Happy to be working with them this week. Let me hear it for Hank Weldon. Hank, I live in Canada, and when you called me and said that we have a event in November down here, I said yes right away. I mean, because it's not hard to get a Canadian to come here this time of year. It is spectacular, but things a little different. We're used to dealing with 5 fish, 2 fish limit in this tournament.
Yeah, that's right. Happy to be here, and you're right. I mean, it's even been cold in Alabama, so to get to go to South Texas, we were happy to do it. But you're right. Each team can bring in 2 fish per boat per day. We're going to weigh them, and that's how we'll score and crown some champions at the end of the event, the team with the most weight across 3 days. But in order for a fish to be eligible to be brought in, it's got to be in between 20 and 28 inches. So it's a very specific size limit in fish these anglers are targeting out there, and it can touch 20, can't be under. It can touch 28 and can't be over.
I have to ask you about one thing because we did talk about it on live today. We were talking about some different rules that we're not used to in bass tournaments, and that you get the opportunity to measure if a fish does not measure in the slot, which is between 20 and 28 inches, you get an opportunity to re-measure it. But you only get a set time to do that, correct?
Yeah, so in the captain's meeting last night, we were talking, and some of the veteran redfish anglers brought it up that's kind of a general practice, in other trails and, like the trails that they qualified to get here. And the way it works, if you have a fish that either doesn't hit that 20-inch mark or just a little over on that 28-inch mark, we would set that fish aside, measure the other one, then that fish goes back on the ruler. And, again, we're using a check-it stick, pretty cool technology that we got with our friends at the Elite Trail, and Pat Maloney recommended it, and it's a fantastic system if you watch it on live today. But yeah, you're right. That second time goes in the ruler. They click the timer for 30 seconds, and the anglers, and I don't know if I believe them, they say the fish will relax and it shrinks. I know when I relax, I get bigger. You know what I mean? So that was kind of my thought there. I don't really understand the physics involved there.
Well, evidently I'm very relaxed, it seems. Are we ready to weigh some fish, Hank?
We are. Before we do, want to give a huge shout-out to our host, Port Aransas Tourism Bureau, Miss Shelley Witcher. I don't think Shelley's here today, but she'll be here tomorrow. And I want to thank Brett and the whole crew there. I mean, we didn't really have anything. This is what we're bringing. We had to kind of like paint that picture for them because the last time we did an event was in 2009. And so fantastic group here. The folks here at Port Aransas Fisherman's Wharf, they've been fantastic. They've let us take over this whole courtyard. They've got the marina open in the mornings. All the charters going out have been fantastic. So they really have rolled out the red carpet here. And what a great crowd for no advertising for people to attend the weigh-in. So fantastic. And, and I want to mention our supporting partner, Lithium Pro Batteries, too, for all the fine work and just all the folks that have made this event possible. Thank you. And I'll check the scales, then we'll get ready to see some redfish.
Are you guys ready to see some redfish? We got people watching all around the world, and you got to be better than that. Are you ready to see some redfish? All right, we are ready to bring them up right now. Our first team, Jeremy Himes and Mickey Gibbs. 2 fish for Jeremy and Mickey, both from Florida. 7 pounds, 11 ounces. The best thing about weighing in first is you are guaranteed to take the lead in this tournament. I don't know how it'll end, but right now, you are on top of that leaderboard with 7 pounds, 11 ounces. All of these fish will go for a ride in our Yamaha Avco live release boats. Back in the water for you guys to catch for years and years to come. The high hold, that's different. You don't see that in bass fishing. They're scared to hold them high like that. But red fishermen, as you can see, got no problem going with the high hold. About time. I've been waiting for somebody to do a high hold. Is that a redfish hold, that high hold you did there? Is that standard?
Yeah, you can do it high, you can do it low, you can do it to the side, however you want to do it. Most of the time we try and get all of them the way we got pictures each way.
Do it whatever way you want to do it, my friend. No need to get crazy here. Tell me about your day. How you guys feeling about day number 1?
Day number 1 was tough for us. Our areas, the water was a little bit higher. Our fish wasn't blowing up and doing the things that we really wanted to. We did see some good fish today, but it was overrun with them small fish, and we just caught so many of them. We were hoping we could call through them and get the big ones that we've seen a couple. We've seen about a dozen what needed, and it just happened every time we hook one. It was 20 inches, 23 inches. So maybe tomorrow we can change it up and do something better, and hopefully we can come back and make a run at it.
Mickey, what are you thinking? Plan tomorrow to stay in the same area, or do you guys think you'll change up areas?
Well, the weather's going to turn tomorrow, so we're going to sit down tonight and discuss what we got and see what we can come up with. Wind's going to blow 30, 35 maybe tomorrow. It's going to change some things up. We're going to need some protected areas to keep fishing. It's going to be hard to fish out in the open water, so we'll figure it out.
I know you will. Thank you guys very much. Our new tournament leaders, 7 pounds, 11 ounces. A great convenience store, 7-Eleven. Not a great weight in a tournament, unfortunately, guys. But there's always tomorrow. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, we got another boat, one of our anglers from the Bassmaster Elite Series. We have Matt Herron. Still on. Hold on one second. We're just new to this. We'll figure it out. We'll just zero it out. 10 pounds, 13 ounces. Matt Herron fishing with Chad Manning. Two fish on day number 1 for 10 pounds, 13 ounces. Look at that. Matt Herron not afraid to go with the high hold. He's new to it, but hey. Matt, tell me, are you retiring from the Bassmaster Elite Series and become a professional redfish angler?
Although this is a whole lot of fun, no.
Why?
You know, this is amazing fishery and a lot of fun, but this is a whole lot more work than what I do to actually catch bass. So it's an early morning and a late night. By the time you go fishing and clean everything up, I'm used to coming in, roll it in there, leave the rods flopping around, and go get something to eat. And this is a whole different deal.
How did he adjust from bass fishing to competing here today?
I think he adjusted well. I think the one thing that during practice he was fishing mono fluorocarbon, and I finally at the end of the day 3 I said, "Man, you need to put some braid on," and he put some braid on and he stuck some fish, and so he's adjusting. So listen, from here all we can do is improve. So tomorrow our game plan is going to be the same exact thing that we had today, and just pick at them and hope that we come across the right 2 ones.
Great start to things. Tournament leaders right now, 2 anglers into our, or 2 teams into our weigh-in here on day number 1. The limit is 2 fish for these teams, and all our anglers so far have had 2 fish. Let's bring up our next team, Chris Cincy and Chris Kennedy. All right, 2 fish here today. Got a redfish limit of 2, 8 pounds, 11 ounces. Puts them in second place currently. Don't worry. Rocky Balboa, if he won round 1, that movie would have sucked. You got to make a comeback, and it's going to happen for you guys. Whatever direction you want to go. High hold. Yeah, there you go. So talk to me about day number 1. How you feeling?
These are the smallest fish that we caught on this flat all week, and we didn't really even bother them. Maybe we went by there once a day just to check them. They were there, and today they were gone. I think the wind blew so light. I think they like wind better here, and they just weren't there. They never made it. So we caught 6 fish, and all of them were pretty small.
Let me talk to your partner. Confirm or deny the fact that your partner does not have any facial hairs because his facial hair is intimidated to grow beside your beard. Confirm or deny?
I plead the 5th.
Okay. Talk to me about your day fishing.
It was tough. I'm worn out. I need a nap. I'm going to tell you that. Tomorrow's going to be a lot of the same, though. We're just going to go out there and we're going to grind it out. And I think that we have good fish in our area. I just think that we didn't come across them. I think we were just coming across a small fish. So we're going to stick it out again tomorrow and see what happens.
All right. You got to give me something more tomorrow. These people could go call their grandfather if they just wanted to hear they were worn out and tired and needed a nap. Okay? You got to bring more than that.
We got a plan, but we don't know what it is yet. How about that?
All right.
I'll tell you, the plan is we're going pre-fishing tomorrow.
There you go. Go pre-fishing. See you back here tomorrow, guys. 3-day event. We're going to fish 3 days. Obviously, fishing here on this incredible body of water. Look out. We got Patrick Walters. Dwayne S.J. guaranteed to win this tournament. Guaranteed to win this tournament because it's the name that I have the biggest, hardest time saying, and that person always wins just because the universe hates my guts. 2 fish here today. 10 pounds, 14 ounces. They needed 10, 14. They have 11 pounds even, and they're your brand new leader. There you go. Oh, and, oh, whoa, whoa. This is going to be really uncomfortable come Sunday because Patrick brought 1 tournament jersey. That's his good luck charm. He never changes it the whole tournament through, and I can't wait to see you up here Sunday stinking like a 2-day-old redfish.
Hey, if I'm stinking after day 3, that means we did a good job this week. So hopefully we'll be smelling like 14 pounds tomorrow.
A great start. You guys have worked on your chemistry. I mean, I'm seeing pictures of you guys going for ice cream and things like that. Is ice cream what bonds this team together?
Listen, a lot of boats are bonded by different material, and this boat right here is bonded by fried seafood and ice cream. So it's been a good week. Me and Dwayne really do mesh really well. We're very similar.
He's a veteran fisherman, and I fish for bass, and we make a great team, and I'm looking forward to this week. It's been a good week so far, so let's keep on trucking.
We slide over and talk to Dwayne. Dwayne, getting to fish with Patrick here this week, one of the brightest young stars on the Elite Series. Has he got a future in red fishing, or should he just stay there in freshwater?
No, actually, I think he has a future in red fishing. I think he does a little better in bass fishing, but no, he's actually a great fisherman. I'm so, happy to be fishing with him. When we came here, this was about us learning something from each other, and we really bonded. Like he said, we both have the same personality, just love to have fun and enjoy fishing. And, that's what it's all about. Today we didn't get the right bites. We caught 10 fish, just wasn't the right ones, but they there, and we're going to keep doing what we're doing.
Sounds like the construction crew's excited about you guys catching them. There's your leaders. Let's hear it for them, ladies and gentlemen. All right, let's bring up our next team from the Elite Series, Derek Hudnall and Ron Houston. 2 fish here today. 8 pounds, 6 ounces. That puts you in 4th place. Somebody either is double parked or the trucker is excited about you guys. A couple of Skeeter Yamaha pros moving to 4th place. Sitting in 4th place with 8 pounds, 6 ounces. Derek, tell me about that. Was this your first day competing in a redfish tournament?
Yeah, man. I tell you what, I grew up in South Louisiana, and they're so plentiful down there. I mean, I used to catch them just bass fishing in the marsh. And when they were trash fish. We used to call them dope heads back home. When we'd catch one, we're like, I've got another freaking dope head. And then, you come over here and it's, hey, you want to go redfishing, in a redfish tournament? Well, heck yeah, sign me up. This will be easy, right? Nope, it's not easy. Like Matt Herron said, this is work. These fish right now are so scattered. They're hard to catch. But we put ourselves in the right area, and thank goodness I had a good partner, Mr. Ron Houston. We were around these fish, a very, very finicky bite. We caught our second keeper of the day literally like 10 minutes before we came in. So, tomorrow's a different day, and this is a lot of fun. I like this aspect of red fishing because it's a lot like bass fishing as well. So, looking forward to it, man. Let's go do it again tomorrow. I'm having fun.
Looking forward to seeing how it works out, Ron. Watching you guys today, it seemed like it was a while before you got your first one, but did you guys change when you got that to get that first one, or was it just figuring them out?
Well, we changed the pattern, and what a lot of guys got to realize, when you're out there fishing for redfish, you got to scan that horizon. During the week, we caught all our fish in clean water, but the bait was in the clean water. This afternoon, we tried to get into that clean water. There was no bait, and the bait was up towards the shore, and the water was dirty. As soon as we made the move to get into the dirty water, obviously it was a tough day for us, but we ended up catching the fish. So it's a lot about figuring things out. You got to watch what's going on. I couldn't have asked for a better partner. Morning till dark. I've had a great time, and you know what I'm really impressed about is it took me till I was 57 years old to cross this stage and to finally meet Dave Mercer. And I'm not going to be Gerald Swindle and tell you I ran my Yamaha 250 SHO up that river and burned 100 gallons of gas. I'm not going to tell you that. I'm going to tell you, any little kid, any little girl, anybody who has a dream, you can make it up to this stage. Put in the hard work, put in the time like I have for 20 years. I have great sponsors. Skeeter Yamaha, Power Pole, they've been with me for 20 years and supported me. If you want to be on this stage and live your dream, anybody out there can do it. It's a pleasure meeting you.
Thank you for the kind words. We truly appreciate it. All right, let's keep them rolling through. Our next angler, Thomas Barlow and Glenn Van. They put on a show today. I watched them today, and they were doubled up, catching them two at a time, ladies and gentlemen. 11-1 they need for the lead. 15 pounds even. There's your brand new leaders. 15 pounds even, and they're your brand new leaders. A veteran redfish team putting on a show here on day number 1. 15 pounds even. Bass are so much easier to lip. So much better designed. Look at there, 15 pounds even. And your tournament leaders here at the Yamaha Bassmaster Redfish Cup Championship presented by Skeeter Boats. Wow, 15 pounds even. And, I mean, this is just cruising to victory from here on out, right?
No, it's going to get only rougher from here, especially with the weather coming tomorrow. We don't even know if we're going to be able to get to our fish tomorrow.
Really? Is that honestly a concern? It's going to be bad enough that you might not be able to fish them?
Yeah, we might not be able to fish them. They're very spooky. Today was great because it was calm. When the wind's blowing tomorrow, we may not get within 500 yards of them.
Do you have a backup plan, Glenn?
Go grind on them. That's all we know to do. I mean, I've been from Bird Island Basin to the Port Aransas jetties Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and that's the best thing we got going, and got to stick with it.
I got to ask both of you guys a question. Watching you compete, watching that double alone, and if you haven't seen it, go to Bassmaster.com and check it out. They double up, both of them hooked up. I mean, that, to me, that 3-minute clip or whatever showed the advantage that the Redfish teams have in this tournament, because you guys were communicating without even having to talk to each other. Like, you know what I mean? It wasn't cast there. You were already there. Do you think that gives you guys a big advantage over these Elite Series dudes?
The fact that we're in the boat together on a regular basis, yes. But these elite bass guys are the best in the world at what they do. And I've fished with enough bass pros in my time that they can go catch anything. If they can go catch a crappie in a brush pile, or they can catch a 1,000-pound marlin and anything in between, they're awesome fishermen. But the advantage I see as a team is the communication and sticking a rod in a rod holder with a fish on it type of thing, that we can trust each other to do that.
You never see that in a bass tournament. It was the first time I've ever seen something. Watch the video. Is that something that happens all the time in red fishing?
Well, I mean, when you think about it, so as soon as we hooked those fish, his looked bigger. So mine was going in the rod holder to get his in the boat first. We already had one in the well, so we're doing that. As long as I kept looking up and make sure the rod had tension on it, and it did, and, you know, we got him in. So if we wouldn't have got him in, we'd look like fools, but it's okay. We already had one in the well. We needed a second one.
Well, you got him in, and you're leading the tournament by 4 pounds. You look like anything but fools, guys. Let's hear it for your tournament leaders. Wow. Next up from the Bassmaster Elite Series, Chris Saldane and Ryan Rickard. They need 15-1 to take the lead. 14 pounds, 10 ounces. Not going to take the lead, but with 14-10, they move into second place after day number 1 of the Yamaha Bassmaster Redfish Cup Championship presented by Skeeter Boats. Another great Yamaha Skeeter team right there. $14 pounds, 10 ounces, and was great. I mean, we stopped on you guys first thing in the morning, and I turned to our camera boat right away, and I was like, looks like Zaldane's fishing for smallmouth right now with a little swim bait. And when we talked to Doc, you said pretty similar.
There are a lot of parallels between bass fishing on the Bassmaster Elite Series and, red fishing down here in the Gulf. Perhaps my favorite parallel is the fact that they eat swim baits and spoons. And if you watch the Elite Series, you see me go down in flames throwing those two baits, and he makes it easy. Captain Ryan, he tells me he puts us in the area, and I just go, I just start to casting. So he definitely makes it easy on me. They're not everywhere, and you watch these guys down here, they're on them, but they're not everywhere. It's a really hard place to fish. 90 miles of fishable Gulf. You got the tide, you got winds, you got different types of bait fish, crustaceans that they key in on. But yeah, I'm just fortunate to be paired with Ryan here. We're having a great time. He let that Yamaha eat this morning. I was sitting in the back seat. I did a little Instagram video of it. That thing was screaming like 6,000 RPM, and I was like right next to it. And it was quiet, super quiet. We made it down and started catching them instantly. It was a blast.
Ryan, great first day. How do you feel about your chances moving into the weekend?
Very good. We, I went in today saying I would love to come out of today with 14 plus pounds. I don't care if we were 6th place, 10th place, 1st place, whatever. It didn't matter for us. with the fish that we have to go back to, we definitely have a really good opportunity to get this done. We caught a lot of fish today. We didn't catch a lot of really good fish today. We had these 2 that were our good ones, and the ones that were below that weren't so great. So we had to go through them. But I tell you what, I could not have asked to be paired with a better person with him, because we both think so similar. We both have the same personality. We both get amped up and jacked up, and it was a really fun day. But we got a really good chance, I believe.
Go get it done. Love to see you guys get it done here this weekend. 2 more days of competition. And let's bring up another Zaldane from the Bassmaster Opens, Trey Zaldane and Matt Mccabe. There's only 2 tournaments a year that we make you cross the stage if you don't catch a fish. One's the Bassmaster Classic. One's this one. So you let them go to give these guys a shot, right?
Yeah, I wanted to make my husband feel better, you know.
Good wife. I see that. So Chris now feels great. The marriage is secure. Tomorrow you catch 25 pounds.
Why do you have to make this so awkward? No pressure.
What? It's my specialty.
Look, I'm having fun. I like Port A, and we just eliminated a bunch of water today, so, you know.
Tomorrow.
Yep, tomorrow we're going to give it a shot. We caught some shorts today. It was tough on us. We did everything we knew we could do. We didn't quit. And tomorrow we kind of did a little pre-fishing for tomorrow this afternoon late, and we got an idea with the wind coming in, so we're going to change gears. Anything can happen. These other guys may struggle or may get on a big sack, so that's what we're hoping for.
Go get it done. We'll see you back here tomorrow. Take care, Trey. Next up from Paducah, Kentucky, Mark Menendez and Ricky Bort. Mark, we got 2 fish here. 15 pounds and an ounce. We got 2 fish and a brand new leader. 15-1. Had exactly what it took to take the lead. 15 pounds and an ounce. And the old men and the sea deliver here on day number 1. Look how you just roll on up there with 13 pounds or something. You just 15-1. That's a pretty good start to things, Mark.
Not bad for Team Geritol. Not bad at all. No, we had a great day. Ricky and I met a long time ago. We actually fished a championship tournament back in the late 90s together. So we've known each other through Skeeter Boats. So we've had it. If he doesn't beat me with one of my rods, because I've been on him, just having the best time, giving him a hard time. I mean, he's a policeman, and I'm talking all this smack to him, but we're having such a great time. It's a great opportunity to get out here and do something different. And the grind of the Elite Series, you're always on the road, you're always gone. It's the same old thing, the same old thing, the same old thing. And this is going to breathe some life back into my fishing, just getting a chance to do something different like this, Dave.
It is really cool to watch. It's so different out there. Ricky, watching Mark Menendez, you know, a guy who's been around the bass fishing scene for a very long time, watching him get that excited about a new species, that's got to excite you too.
It was a great day out there today. We had a great week pre-fishing, done real well. Mark brings a lot from the freshwater world that is new to the saltwater world, that it seems to be shining right now. So we'll keep it up and see what we can do.
I don't want to wish you luck, your tournament leaders. I don't want to keep you up here too long. I know you're trying to make it to the Blue Plate Special, so get on over there. I'm sorry. Our last team, ladies and gentlemen. This is team one of these things is not like the other one. One of these things is not the same. They're covering all levels of the water, ladies and gentlemen. Travis Land and Nikki for Savoy. Savoy. So much better than Savoy. 13 pounds, 3 ounces for Travis Land and Nikki Savoy. £13 pounds, 3 ounces. That puts them in 4th place. This is clearly a team that sees eye to – no, I guess you don't see eye to eye. But how – I mean, I'm sure you're tired of these kind of jokes, or do they bother you more?
They don't bother me one bit. I know where his weak spots are. Just kick him in the ankles. He'll go down quick.
Is that true?
Well, yeah, it's like kicking grass to him. He don't have to go real high. I mean, you know, he great guy, love him to death. We met about 10 years ago, and we've been fishing against each other, with each other, and we enjoy this sport. And I enjoy competing, and I enjoy traveling with all of my friends, and it's just a blast. And thanks for having us here. You know, I think everybody that's here deserves to be here. And we're gonna try to put on a show tomorrow. We missed our fish today by about 40 yards. Yeah, we went inside, they were outside. So I think we got it figured out for tomorrow. So let the midget have it.
Wow. They don't like being called that, I heard.
Small man.
Little people. He's not even that little. You're a big, tall freak, okay? Stop picking on him, big bully.
I told you the ankles. No,
actually scared now, so say something nice about him.
No, we did. He's not lying to you. And the footage will probably show it. Y'all may have seen it already today. I don't know, but we took the inside route on that pond, and those fish were in the middle. And once you blow those out, they're gone. So we'll do a little bit better tomorrow. We ought to do better. And once again, I just want to thank everyone here, Skeeter, Yamaha. I appreciate you being here. This brings me back. I was some of these kids' age in 2005, 6, 7, 8. You know what? When I saw the Redfish Cup on television, I said, I'm competitive by nature too. I'm not very big. There's few things I can compete with. I love the redfish. I love seeing it on television, and I want to see it back on and going strong like it's always been.
We're watching you all day tomorrow on FS1. We look forward to it. Thank you, guys. I loved you and Happy Gilmore. The big tall guy in Happy Gilmore, remember? I think that belongs to Mr. Mccabe. We are taking off tomorrow at 6:45. That concludes our weigh-in. Your tournament leader, Mark Menendez and Ricky Bott with 15-1. Right behind them with 15 pounds even, Thomas Barlow and Glenn Van. In third place, Chris Zaldane and Ryan Rickard. We take off at 6:45 tomorrow morning. 6:35. Who has time? 6:45 is when we go to breakfast. 6:35, we take off from the dock. So make sure to come down here, cheer these guys on, and make sure to follow the action all day long tomorrow. Starting at 8 a.m., 8 till 11 on FS1. And hours outside of that, you can watch it on Bassmaster.com. This has been day number 1 of the Yamaha Bassmaster Redfish Cup Championship presented by Skeeter Boats. And we'll see you tomorrow.